everyone, happy Tuesday. Susan Campfield here with SueStamfield.com. Today we're going to do a really gorgeous Christmas card. I've been on a Christmas trend lately. I know it's October, but I love this one. This one is some of my favorite colors. And we're using a super versatile set that can actually be used for any season. And I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to flip the camera. You're going to see my ceiling for just a moment while I get situated here in my stand, which I see is being hidden by my light. There we go. There's my ceiling. Hey, Jean. Oh, goodness, I showed you my mess. Oh, dear. Yeah, there's a lot of that. I've been have a big event coming up called Stamp-A-Stack, and been very busy working on that. So, got a mess here. All right, we're ready. Thanks for your patience. We're going to be using some of my favorite colors tonight too. So I don't know about you, but that makes a big difference for me when I am creating a card. There's certain colors that I just love, but we're also using a designer series paper, which I also am a huge fan. I absolutely love our papers. They're high quality. They're super versatile. And mess is a sign of creativity. Yeah, my mom says a messy desk is a sign of a creative mind or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But so the designer series paper that we're using tonight is called In Good Taste. And it's one of those that's maybe not as flashy or as designy, is that a word, as some designer papers, but it's really helpful for creating because it gives you a great neutral background. And so on the side that I have up here, we have a lot of different wood designs, which I love wood backgrounds. They're still super hot. I mean, just to see them all the time. They're all the rage, and those just have not gone out of style at all. So great combination of woods there, from dark to light to blonde to gray to weathered. Pretty much have it all in the woods and this pattern. And then on the other side here, we have some kind of stone or tile type floorings, some textured paint. This one is like sweater weather, right? Can you see that with a fall card or Christmas card to denote a heavy textile there? Another one with a tile pattern, another sort of flooring pattern. So these are the back sides of the wood grain patterns. As you can see, there are a lot of patterns in this pack. You actually get 12 designs, and they are double-sided, so you actually get 24 different designs to work with. And so it is a large pack of paper, but it's on sale right now as part of the designer series paper sale. Not all of the papers are on sale, but some of them are. This one is one of the ones that's on sale, which is a great deal because it is a double pack. It is a little more expensive, so it's a great time to pick it up for a discount. So again, here's some more of those stone tiles. Let's look at the back side of these. We've got another wood, a light green wood, another textured paint there, another kind of sweater weather deal. And then this one is almost like a concrete flooring. That'd be great guy card, maybe with some mechanic type car things or whatever. And then this one, some more kind of sweater texture patterns, and then with more tile on the back. So we're going to use one of the wood patterns for this one. We're actually going to use this dark wood that's right on top here. I have a little embossing powder on my desk because we're going to do a little embossing tonight. Yay! So let me pull in the stamp set we'll be working with. This is a bundle. It's actually from the annual catalog. It's called Arrange a Wreath. So we have a stamp set and a matching dies, and holy cow, look how many dies. Like, you get so much bang for your buck with this set. Because not only do you get a huge variety of dies to work with, you get a lot of different holidays and year-round events that you could do. You really could do the whole year with this set. So we've got the partridge and the pears for obviously Christmas. We have Easter eggs. We have the greetings there. You can do a fall theme. You can do the love. It was great for Valentine's Day. And hey, Kathy. And the nice thing is you can do doubles on the eggs, die cut 2 at a time. Same with the pears, the hearts for Valentine's Day. So just super versatile. We're going to do a Christmas version here. And so we're going to use some of these dyes. And probably next week I can share a fall one with you. We're doing, is it fall? Yeah, I think it's fall. Fall, yeah, it's fall. One that I'm doing for my Stamp a Stack with us too. So, but let's go ahead and get started with our Christmas card here. So I'm going to bring in the cut and emboss machine here. Just been sitting patiently on my chair waiting for me. I have like, cut stamps everywhere. It's crazy, crazy. So let's go ahead and do our die cutting first for this one. I'm going to bring in a piece of cherry cobbler here. And I'm going to use this die, which could be little leaves. I'm going to make it be sort of little berries. So I want to cut that one out. And then for the leaves, which are here, I'm going to cut from Mossy Meadow. I think I can fit both of these on here. Oh, sure. Why not? I do have a couple more things to cut. Am I going to be pushing my luck? Oh, what the heck. Let's go for it, right? This one we will have to do twice because I need 2 of them, but that's okay. So we'll do one of these flowers here, and then this piece of gold foil that, oh my gosh, has been through the ringer, so it's all garfed up, but because it's been through the Big Shot quite a few times already, but it doesn't matter because it's kind of going to go behind. I just need that little bit of metallic gold, so I'm going to use it anyway. So I've got that little circle there. I've got my leaf vine. I've got my berries, and I've got 1/2 of my poinsettia flower that I'm putting on this. And I'm not even going to be able to turn my handle because of my embossing powder is in the way. All right, I'm really pushing my, like, I really shouldn't have this many things stacked on my die cutting machine because I'm asking for trouble if they shift on me, but we're gonna go for it. All right, so I'm gonna pull that through, and I'm gonna, hey Kathy Monroe, and I'm gonna pull these guys off, but I do need another one of these flowers, so I don't want that to go real far. Got one flower, that's off to a good start. We've got our oh so pretty, like I said, this could be sort of a leaves or ferns or whatever. In my case, it's going to be berries. And this one is the leaf part of my, oh, still in there. Let's see, do I need to convince that to come out? Very gently, don't want anything to rip. So there we have our leaves and our little circle here. That's the one I'm always afraid I'm going to lose. So I'm going to put that right back inside of the partridge die cut there. All right, so I'm going to flip my plate over and I'm going to just cut one more thing, and that is my other flower. I'm just trying to get those little bits of this flower, cut some little polka dots in the center, which is awesome. And we will be utilizing that. Now I'm bumping into, oh my goodness, such a messy desk. Oh dear. All right. You guys are so patient. Okay, there we go. I believe that is all of the die cutting we need to do for this card. So we've got, see how it die cuts out the little centers? That's going to be really helpful because we're going to put that little piece of gold behind it. Somewhere I did have, oh, here it is. Boy, I didn't even need my die brush here, but I had it ready just in case. My take your pick tool with the die brush attachment. So let's get these guys back on this and get this out of our way. I should be able to tell you how many dies, but I'd have to go to the catalog to tell you that. But let's just agree that it's a lot. That's a lot of dies on there. All right, and then out of the stamp set, we're just going to use the words Merry Christmas, and we're going to emboss those. So I have another piece here of cherry cobbler, and this is cut at, I believe 3 1/4. I'm just going to stamp it in Versamark ink right in the center. And put that back on. Grab my gold embossing powder, which I dumped a bunch all over my desk. But you know what? It's okay because I think I got this gold embossing powder very early on. I've been a demonstrator for 22 years, 22 years, I think. I don't remember, a long time. And I got this, I mean, I've had this embossing powder for well over 20 years. Let's put it that way. And as you can see, there's still a lot left. I don't know why I felt I needed the jumbo vat of embossing powder, but I do love to emboss. So I'm going to take my little embossing oven here, which is a piece of foil wrapped around some cardboard with little paper clips on it. And I'm going to take my heat gun here, and we're going to turn this pretty. And there's the magic, right? So magical to watch that brown, ugly powder turn to that pretty, shiny gold. That is the first thing many, many years ago that turned me into a paper crafter. When I saw embossing, I was like, oh, magic. And that was it. So there we have our Merry Christmas, that again, just from the Ranger Wreath stamp set. And we are ready to put our card together. So I'm just gonna check. Yes, so this is 3/4 inches by 3 1/4, and I'm gonna layer it on a piece of early espresso. And my early espresso is 3 1/2 by 1. So I am using the Stamp and Seal here. Those of you that are used to watching me know that a lot of times I use the Seal Plus because it's worked better for me. I was bound and determined to come to an agreement with the Stamp and Seal, and I think I'm there. And so with the Stamp and Seal, what works best for me is if I just, well, here, then I didn't do it. Okay, I'll show you in a minute. That one just broke off without me having to do anything. Usually I just do a little, I call it a pirouette move, which is what I used to have to do with our previous product called Fast Fuse. And just doing that one little sort of magic trick makes it work wonderfully for me. So I've just layered those two pieces together. And I have a piece of cherry cobbler here. Oh, I know what I'm missing is a piece of, bear with me. I need something for my inside greeting. That's okay. We'll get to that in a second. I have to just cut this down just a skosh here. I'm going to put some very vanilla on the inside. Okay, so we have our cherry cobbler, and this is your typical 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Just going to fold it in half here. All right, I've got something stuck on my bone folder. I bet it's a snowflake. Oh, yep, it is. How did I know that? I've got kind of a snowflake party going on my desk. Guess what's one of the products we're using for Stamp-A-Stack? Okay, so we've got our card base all set, and then we're going to take our Designer Series paper. Again, this is the In Good Taste Designer Series paper, and we're just going to put it on top there. All right, so let me show you what I mean on the pirouette. So I pull my seal. When I want to break it, I just gently turn it like that. It's almost like turning a doorknob. I call it a pirouette. Makes me feel like a ballerina. If I don't do that, I get strings, and then strings tend to get stuck, and then we have an issue. So if I just twist it like that, it breaks off beautifully. So that's what works for me. I know other people have their own tricks of pulling it forward. That did not work for me. So the pirouette works really well for me. So give that a try if you're struggling with that. So we have our Designer Series paper on here, and we're ready to build our wreath. We're actually going to put our wreath together first. I'm just pulling out, see, I did need my little die brush tool, so things are falling. It's okay, it's all right. So we just have a few little pieces that are stuck in there, and we want to get those out. Other than that, that looks pretty clean. So I actually want to put these together. I want the berries on the bottom and the leaves on the top, but I'm going to build them bottom up or top down. What do I want to say? This is the back side. And so when I place them on top, I can see the vines and kind of make sure they're somewhat matched up. And then how I attach them together is the same way I'm going to attach them to the card. Kind of get double duty that way. And I'm stalling because my mini dimensionals have flown the coop. Seriously, they were just here. All right, fine. I have more. It's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some mini dimensionals on the back of some of the green solid leaves, particularly green solid leaves that have a little bit of the cherry on it as well, so I can get both sort of stuck together. I hope that makes sense. So I'm adhering the green and the cherry together on the back of the leaves, and I'm just sort of hiding that so that I don't want it to show from the front. And I just did 4. You could do 5 if you want. These minis are really inexpensive, so you know what the hey. However many you want to do is fine. You just don't want like that, where it's hanging off. I don't want it to show. So I'm going to move that one because I could see it, and I'm going to put it here. This leaf is a little bit fatter, and we'll hide it a little bit better. And let's pull those backing pieces off. And I'll show you another one that one of my team members did that, I don't know, it's almost, I think, like, it's kind of reminds me of end of the year, like August maybe. So I'm going to put my wreath on there. Isn't that pretty? I chose the wood because it reminds me a little bit of like a front door or a wall or something. So we've got the wreath on there, and then we're going to add in our poinsettia. At least I'm making this into a poinsettia. So I'm going to take another glue dot. Shouldn't say another glue dot because I haven't used any yet. I'm going to take a glue dot, put it on the back of that little gold circle. And this isn't really going to show from, it's just going to show through the little holes to give me a little shine there. So I'm actually now going to add a couple of glue dots on the petals for the top one, and that will hold it to the bottom one. But I am going to stagger the leaves so that the top leaves are in between the gap and the bottom ones to make it look more like a poinsettia. I'm going to just kind of curl it up a little bit more to get it a little more flower-like, and then I'm going to add another glue dot on the back side. And this can go wherever you want. I'm going to put it, whoops, that stuck to me and not the back of the flower. That's going to go right there. And then we're just going to add our Merry Christmas that we made. I'm going to add a little more adhesive here. There we go. And that, I'm just going to center it. And there we have, isn't that flower cool? I love the little kind of notches in the petals. It just gives it a lot of character. And it just adds that extra pop. You could also instead add a ribbon. There actually is even 2 different ribbon dies on here. If you wanted to do a paper ribbon on your wreath, or you could do an actual ribbon. And then we're just going to do an inside message. Which what should we do? What should we do? Decisions. How about, no, that one's not right. Let's use poinsettia petals and may magic and wonder bloom this holiday. We'll just go with that since we're kind of going with the poinsettia theme on here. We'll just use this stamp set. Really any inside Christmas greeting. We have some really awesome ones right now in the August to December mini catalog. So there are lots of choices. And again, these are some of my favorite colors: Cherry Cobbler, Mossy Meadow, and Early Espresso. They're just deep and rich, and they just say holiday to me. They also are really good for fall as well. And then I have one other card to show you, the card that my team member, Terry Snyder, made. That it's kind of like a, again, like to me, the end of summer, because it's more of a sunflower. So there is our card. And then this is the one that Terry made using this same wreath. So she did, instead of berries, she did them in a light green, so they're just like a different leaf there. And then her flower, same flower, but she covered up, she put the circle cut out on top of it, so made it look more like a sunflower. So there's two different versions. Like I said, with this particular stamp set and dies, you can do Easter, you can do fall, just all possibilities are endless. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm just going to flip the camera so I can say goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.